Yeah. Don't you just got to paint it?
No. All right, ready?
Everybody
ready to go?
Grab us where you want us.
Hopefully we can hear everybody.
You got to scoot over a little bit. Can't see you.
Can't see you. Chris, there you go. All right. So, got a couple people joining me. We got Scott, we got Mike Bednar, we got Jim, Chris, Cass, Terry's over there.
Tony.
Tony, why do you call you Terry? I don't know where Terry comes
You're
from.
not the only one.
Terry Mattel.
I'm thinking of Terry Crews. The actor, right?
It's Tony Crews and Terry
I'm
Crews.
not touching that one.
But
And then Rhett at the end there.
all of these. He's like, don't worry about me.
Woo, sugar. He's got the 2 straws in his mouth. We can edit that out, right?
But so a little bit of a fiasco here because I didn't bring my tripod because it wouldn't fit in my bag. And I wasn't going to pay $40 to check my tripod when it cost me $20 to buy it. But so really I just kind of want to do a little kickoff video, a little live stream of what is everybody kind of, I'll tell you what, let's go back to the past. So for a minute there, what is your favorite thing from past Wonderfest?
I'll start. I think this.
Yes.
It's my favorite thing.
I would agree.
From Wonderfest.
It's all the friendships.
Yeah.
It's all the camaraderie, right? Hanging out, talking. But is there anything from the past as far as like presentations or like I know this year it doesn't look like we're getting around 2 presentations, I guess, because I don't see anything on the schedule.
Nicholas Meyer.
Nicholas Meyer, yeah, that was actually our first.
That was our first.
Mine and Cass's
That was
first.
my first.
This was my first
First
Wonderfest last year, so.
This is your second now,
Yep,
right?
number 2.
3 from me.
3 for you, Tony.
Number 2 for me.
2 for you.
Yeah, this is my
I
second.
don't have that many fingers.
Mike doesn't have enough fingers to count how many times he's been here, but so yeah, I think Nick Meyer was probably one of my favorite, but that was my first, so I'm kind of biased on that. But Marta Kristen, she's here again this year.
But I did like my first year that when Nick Meyer was here. Bill Krause also he did a nice presentation on how he built some of his 3D.
Oh yeah, the birds and what was the shuttlecraft?
The repulse. Yeah, the repulse.
Yeah, that was a great presentation. But so a lot of people that haven't been here don't realize that there's more that goes on here than just a model show. So obviously, a lot of people come here to see the models and things like that. But there's a lot of great presentations too. We got a couple this year. Let me pull up the list here. Maybe. Unfortunately, that doesn't want to cooperate. Well, it was good display, but we'll just talk about the schedule.
Okay, so your number.
So,
Thank you for your
there's a lot of anniversary stuff going on this year. I noticed we've got Jaws 40th, 50th.
It's got to be. It's got to be the 50th. Yeah, 70.
Space 1999's 50th anniversary.
Yep. Yeah, came out same year.
And then we've got Lost in Space 60th anniversary.
I got the records to prove it.
And Jaws is the 50th anniversary as well. That's that old. So that tells me what year that came out because I'm 50s. I don't know how old that is. I thought we had something else, another anniversary.
25th for Revenge of the Sith.
Rick Sternbach's doing a presentation for the 30th of Voyager. So, yeah. Yeah, that's so we got a lot of things to look forward to there. We got Robin Curtis here this year. That's going to be great. I think she was here. Mike might have been here back then. I think she was here like 2006 or something last time she was at Wonderfest or something like that. But, so we got a lot of great presentations that are going on. Don't think it's lacking, like I said, I wish that round 2 all the lights would have won. But has anybody been in the vendor room yet?
No.
Not yet.
They don't let anybody in the vendor room.
Yeah. Some people have secret squirrel access, so I wasn't sure if anybody's
Not a
in there
vendor
yet.
yet.
But I'm sure they've got. I hope they got a table in there. It's going to really stink if they don't even have tables in it.
Well, Jamie's no longer doing it.
Jamie's
They are based on something there.
Who's the new?
They had a Facebook post.
Is
There
it
is
like
going to be
Aaron?
a table.
Aaron, yeah. I think Aaron's
Aaron
gonna
gonna
be
be showing
the
our
rest
red
is
stuff
gonna be
and
there.
So there is going to be new stuff they said in their Facebook post.
Right. So we got that to look forward to. Try to get some information out of him. But outside of that, looking at the schedules, does anybody have any of the presentations that they're kind of planning on going to? Has anybody even looked at the schedule
I
yet?
have not even looked at the
Well, the schedule didn't even come out till like a week ago.
Well, I had not seen it yet.
So it came out kind of
airbrush classes because I've kind of
airbrush classes.
lost my touch a little bit over the years.
Yeah.
I've gotten so good at pastel weathering and everything, but my kits are getting bigger and bigger, so I gotta pick the airbrush back up.
Yeah.
I've got a couple Millennium Falcon.
Well, they're free this year, aren't they?
Yes.
They're sponsored.
Well, the
But they've
101.
only got like 8 spots per class.
Well, they're doing the 101 class. They've got like 4 of them, but they're doing 2 on Saturday, 2 on Sunday. It's 101.
I figured I'd just drop my name and welcome.
I think there is an introduction to Blender.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
That I'm gonna do that with the introduction to Blender.
Yeah, I probably could use a little Blender training.
And there's
because
another.
I'm
There's
still
one about creating Greeblies as well. There's
Oh, is there?
Sunday for that.
I'm still using Tinkercad, and I kind of need to move away from it.
Also,
Get
the
set up.
Iwata team is not here this year. They are, but they're not.
Iwata's not here. It's
They're not doing their big
Spray Gun, right? That's sponsoring it
No,
this year.
that's not spray. There's Tom Grossman and that crew. They're just here as participants this year.
Oh, okay.
Gotcha.
He is, Tom took his, spray guns. I order from them all the time.
Yes. Great
Has
stuff.
Yeah,
anyone
I've
used-
ordered a couple things.
Has anyone used the actual spray gun or gun itself? Because I've been thinking about getting a gun because sometimes my hands get a little crampy. And I'm thinking
They've
like,
got like their own paint set up.
Ben Gay.
okay. Well, I don't want
Yeah,
to
so
smell
then
like
you're gonna get out
that.
of law. So stuff basically is a release agent.
Yes. Yeah.
I mean, I'm never messy when I'm putting something together for. It's always a white model.
Yeah.
You never get, you never get an SR-71 filter. You always get an Ecto-1.
Right.
Covered in goo.
I mean, buy a set just to try.
But yeah, I think that's the biggest thing is kind of like we're doing here is kind of sit and congregate and talk to each other. Chilling out, talk about our favorite things. Oh, that's something that we do need to talk about tomorrow if I can get this set up a little bit better to where we're not doing this real quick. So this was kind of just thrown together real quick. I know I had the schedule, but everybody's been kind of tight on their schedules. So everybody kind of just got in today. And like I know I was up for like 24 hours last night before I finally got here. And then crashed for a couple hours. And then I got up, came down, and met y'all. Then we went ate dinner like we like to do a lot. So I had dinner together. But so I'm kind of rushed getting this whole thing set up. And like I was saying, I didn't get my tripod to set this up properly because whatever, it's logistics issue. But so yeah, so I mean, that's the main thing I would talk about was just kind of throw it out there, just kind of kick this off. And I think the kickoff for me happens when I get this.
Yeah.
Some people might be like, "Oh, as soon as I step on that airplane, that's the kickoff move." I kind of feel like it kicks off. And they did something a little different this year because, like, the past couple of years, especially, you've had really long lines Saturday morning for everything because I'm pretty sure up until this year, they only did like a 2-hour window on Friday where you can register, get this, get your lanyard, get your models registered. But now this year it's like they did from 2 to 8, so it's like a 6-hour window.
And that was so much better.
Yeah.
There was no line when we walked
And
in.
there's already a ton of models already in the room. So
Yep.
I was talking about last week how you want to get down there early
Yeah. Right.
to get your model
If
entered.
they
But
put your models in Friday night, would be nice.
Yeah.
That's what they did.
yeah, because that's what we talked about last week was, you know, if you come and you've got a big model, or you've got something that needs electric, you want to get in there early because otherwise it gets hard to find electrical outlets. Or if you come in with a big model like we talked about the Yamato last year, that I don't think even if I think this was just too big.
Yeah.
Way too big for
Regardless,
But I sure hope he comes
Wait a
back
minute,
again and tries to bring something.
scale. That was not too big.
Okay.
Come on.
no. Well, I know, and that's what I'm saying. They had like they had the big trash can with the Return of the Living Dead thing in it.
Yes.
Like that was a huge.
There's a big one in there right now that's about the same length as the Yamato.
Yeah,
So
I'm not sure what the
Maybe they altered the specifications after they saw his.
Yeah, they could have changed it from last year. I don't know. But well, no, because like I was saying, last year they had really big stuff too. They had big stuff almost every year.
And to be honest, most of the model kits that are coming out that we've all wanted as kids,
Yeah.
they're big.
Yeah.
I mean, they are big.
Bigger, better.
Yeah, that's what I say.
with 3D printing now, there's the sky's the limit with what you can actually create and build.
Give me one 350 scale or depth.
Yeah, we're going to talk about some 3D printing stuff tomorrow.
Yes.
We're going to have a conversation about how that's evolving and where that's going, and talk to Cass about his position on resin molding versus 3D printing now. He's kind of trying to do a little bit of both.
Can't you just
So
go
we're going
in?
to talk about that tomorrow. I don't have a schedule set up for what we're going to talk about tomorrow, because like tonight, it's like I don't know what we're doing. So I kind of got to work everything in with that schedule as it's going. But so we're going to talk about 3D printing and all that tomorrow. I want to talk about what everybody's favorite builds are, favorite models, things like that. And I know we had talked about some of the inconsistencies with like Star Trek stories, I guess you'd say.
Yeah.
But so I'll try to set something up for that tomorrow too. Maybe get something set up a little better than this, where we can actually see everybody. Because it was, like I said, it was just kind of thrown in real quick at the last minute. But so I mean, that's pretty much it. Just a little kickoff. I was going to show the schedule, but I can't get the schedule to show up on it. But I'm not sure why that won't show up on there. Anyway, so just a quick little introduction to what we've got going on here at Wonderfest. If you're out, join the camaraderie, come out, hang out, and talk to everybody. But until then, I guess tomorrow we will pick back up. I'll try to put out some kind of advance notice and we're going to talk about something. But again, everybody, appreciate you for sitting in on this real quick. And we'll see everybody tomorrow.
See you guys.
See ya.